Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. So, let's see how we're gonna do this. So it's already getting dark and the guy's a little bit desperate to get his car back, and therefore I'm gonna do my best to try to record this and to try to make some sense of this video. So let's get this started. The car is a 2006 Ford C-Max. The engine, I don't think it doesn't really matter because the problem is nothing to do with the engine. So the problem with this car is fog lights. So the car failed its MOT due to the fog lights. Mainly the rear ones. Looks like the front ones, to be honest with you, it looks like something is already wrong with the fog lights on this car. I mean, obviously there's something wrong because they don't work, but as you can see, the front ones, they have been painted black, like if they've been kind of disguised as if not fitted. So I might be wrong, but my theory is that something happened with the fog lights on this car. The front ones stopped working. They paint them to, as I said, to kind of just pretend they were never there. The car will pass without the front ones, but not without the rear ones, as far as I'm aware. So I might be wrong on this, but the guy even said to me, just get the rear one working if you can't get into the front ones, because I believe the car will pass without the front ones working. Well, I might be wrong. I'm sure someone will correct me. But he's interested on the rear ones as well. It doesn't work. They don't work either. So just to confirm the fault, let's go now. I'm actually just put the key on. Maybe better start the car because then the battery is going to go low, etc. Okay, so lights on. That should be, I believe, well, that should be nothing really, because it doesn't show nothing there. However, the guy gave me a tip. I'm going to push the button all out, so we should have front and rear fog lights right now. To be honest with you, I don't even know where the fog light should be on the rear of this car, but I can't see nothing on either side of the car. But the guy said something to me that obviously we're going to look at. He said to me there is a fuse somewhere that keeps blowing every time you put a new one. So that's a good indication of a short. And let's just confirm first that the fuse he was referring to is related to the fog lights, because if there is not related to the fog lights, I'm not worried. But let's just quick check them. Okay guys, and I got hold of diagrams, I had to, and the way this works is that we have, it's getting a little bit dark. I know the recording quality is gonna look crap, but look what we have here. Straight away to start to it. So there is a little bit fuse upside down. I believe that's gonna be the fuse that is blowing. According to the diagram, should be fuse 69. Bingo, fuse 69, look at there. So where that fuse is upside down, fuse 69, so that's the one that feeds my fog lights. And the way this works from the fog lights onwards is actually quite simple. It feeds the switch, then the switch obviously feeds the front and the rear fog lights in the two different positions, and he also sends voltage to the cluster, So obviously, because the fuse is blown in there, obviously the cluster doesn't light up the indicators for the fog lights because they are fed from the same voltage. So the switch in the light switch feeds everything, but the power feed to the switch comes from fuse 69. So looking at the diagrams, guys, we either gonna have a problem in our cluster, which is making the fuse to blow, or we have a problem on our light system. So and that's gonna go straight from the light switch. Okay, first of all I want to know what is causing the fuse to blow, if it's the rear or the front fog lights, and I think I have an idea to do that. Just bear in mind, bear with me. Okay, and I have a feeling that I'm not gonna manage to finish this today, and it's getting the light is getting really low, and I'm just spoiling the video, but I could do it tomorrow and try to do this slightly better. But okay, so light switch removed, and here we have the plug. Now on this plug we have pin 2. So pin 2 is my rear fog lights, pin 3 is my front fog lights. So if I check pin 2, if there is numbers here, and obviously there is no numbers. Let me see if there is on the switch. Crap. Okay, there is no numbers, but there is 83A. So 83A is the second pin here. Is the second pin on the top from the right side, and 83B is the other one. So if I check voltage against ground, hold on, let me get a proper ground. 21 ohms. That's probably just the bulbs. That's probably just the bulbs. So, not quite there yet, guys. So you've seen the lights working, but what I've done is I've unplugged these here, and by unplugging this and actually with the power probe loading the circuit or pouring voltage through the circuit, as you have seen, the lights work, and they work just fine without tripping the power probe. So which means to me that my problem is going to be from this plug to the back. Okay, and that's what we're going to try to find out next. So there's a lot of stuff that's been added to this car. I have a feeling that's going to be something related to that. So let's carry on digging, and I think probably I'm going to finish this off tomorrow. It's pitch dark now, and but I'm going to dig a little bit more and possibly finish this tomorrow morning. Hey guys, and I've digged a little bit more, and I think I found the issue. Well, I think I know where the issue is. Let me show you this. So everything is plugged in there on the side. This is my plug. So my first pin here is going to be my rear fog lights, sorry, the second pin, and the third pin is going to be the front. So if I go to the rear ones, for example, bingo, it goes straight away. Now look what I'm going to do. Okay, same thing. It's going to put power to it. Now to the front ones. And you're gonna see there on the floor. And the only difference is there's no cluster. So my problem is in the cluster. Okay guys, and as much as I'm gonna hate to finish this video like this, in low light, etc., let me show you this. Bingo. All working. The cluster is connected, as you can see. And I'm gonna explain you what the problem was. Okay, so the car is gonna stay dismantled until tomorrow. I'm gonna finish off tomorrow. I mean, put it back together, but it's repaired now. I'm gonna explain it. So I took the cluster to the workshop, and when I got there, and only when I got there, I took this front fascia, and then took the front fascia, took the needles, etc., etc., and only when I was trying to see where the fog lights indicators LEDs were, I realized there's none in there. So I thought, is this cluster belongs to this car? And guess what? I don't think it does. So all I've done, and he also sends voltage to the cluster, to the cluster, to the cluster. As you can see in there, was disconnect from the plug that goes into the cluster, was disconnect the two wires that goes straight from here into there. So there's one wire for the front fog lights that comes straight into the cluster, pin 16 if I'm not mistaken, and the rear one goes straight into the cluster, pin number 1, or vice versa. So disconnected those two wires, bingo. So I have a massive feeling that this cluster doesn't belong to this car, and that's it really. So that's all it is. So guys, so that's it, I guess, for this video. I really do apologize for finishing the video like this, but I just couldn't leave it. I had to find out what the problem was. So obviously I have now probably an hour to put everything back together, and yeah, that's the things you come against sometimes when you think everything is original on the car, etc., and you start to try to find for issues, and you realize something like this. Still, guys, hope you have learned something. I hope there's some information here you guys are gonna find useful. If you do have any questions, any comments, please put them below, and like always, thanks for watching.